this one's just sounds like it's going to be excellent and really interesting because it's about when the onion and the tea bag met the spanner. So if you go onto the stage, Maggie Pearson.
Hi there everyone, I'm Maggie Pearson, as you gathered. I live in South Liverpool and I'm going to tell you about a great journey of discovery. I actually wrote this title when I was going to do this around Valentine's Day, but it is a love story of various unusual things which I'll take you through. So, as I said, it's an amazing, passionate voyage of discovery. I tripped over this relationship, this threesome, which becomes a foursome and a fivesome as we carry on. I tripped over it quite by accident, and it's been most amazing. This activity I do that brings these things together is full of surprises, full of romance, full of disappointments, just like any journey. So it all started with, but not behind, an elderberry bush on Otterspool Prom. I went down with the dog and a bucket to get a load of elderberries to make some jam. And I got home and I thought, Maggie, why have you done that? Because I'd had loads of jam. So I Googled making elderberry dye and I found this whole world of botanical printing. I started off to begin with fudging it myself and came up with some pretty miserable results. And then I started to get serious, starting on wool, which is an animal protein, putting onion skins and leaves on wool, which has been soaked in vinegar, and then bundled it up and put it into a dye bath of onions and vinegar. The vinegar's the sort of bit part in this in a way, but the onions give a wonderful colour, and the vinegar, the acid, helps the leaves to really, the colours to really pop. And then into the dye bath I also put a humble spanner. Getting the size of the spanner right is quite difficult. Too much iron makes it too dark. But the onion and the spanner and the vinegar made a dye bath. And then I put all that in a fish kettle, which is aluminium. So the bundle goes in the fish kettle. This all happens in my kitchen at home. And unwrapping the bundle, one gets the most amazing results. You get fantastic surprises, and I've mentioned big disappointments. But on the left you can see the first one I did, which is on a blanket, which was the leaves I showed you before, and the second one has got some tea leaves in it. Cherry leaves and tea leaves. So then I moved on to silk, which is another animal protein, which takes the dyes incredibly. And on the left you can see chestnut catkins and eucalyptus, and on the right there are blackberry leaves from Otterspool Prom, and these have all been done by this process of immersion in a dye bath. Then I moved on to steaming, which seems to have, not steaming. Then I moved on to folding the fabric, a technique of Japanese shibori, and I put the leaves in between the folds, clamped it together, got that result. And then I went on to steaming, which is when the fabric just sits there, steams, and you get a lovely white background with these prints on it. So this is all completely tripped over through Google and Googling elderberry. Then I moved on to tea. We've seen tea leaves before on one of the first pieces I did, but actually using soaking things in tea, soaking these scarves in tea, putting the leaves and flowers on top, and then another cloth soaked in iron, the spanner of course. We've got these amazing results, and these are all leaves from my garden in South Liverpool. Absolutely incredible. Then I moved on to the pomegranate. The pomegranate's amazing. I simmered the pomegranate skins for a couple of hours, got the pomegranate dye. It's a bit of a bugger because the strength really matters and you get it wrong. But I got some amazing results with that, which are going to appear. On the left you can see really dark pomegranate and iron, and those are wonderful tulip tree leaves from Sudley. I'd been up there for years with the dog and never noticed this tree, and so I started really looking. And on the right is this scarf I'm wearing, which is also pomegranate, incredibly light and so on. So it's an amazing journey. I then moved on to paper. Cherry trees on the left, eucalyptus on the right. And this is just wallpaper, lining paper that takes the prints incredibly well, soaked in vinegar and put in a pan of tea. So, to cut a long story short, this amazing journey is all about tannin and iron. I'm not a chemist, but I thought these diagrams would make me look really clever. So it's about the interaction between tannin and iron, which makes those wonderful grey backgrounds. And it really is natural alchemy, all in the city of Liverpool. I'm not here to promote my business, but I do sell my scarves.